Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 20 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have plenty of work to... Return was bottled up. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's flying by and gets it on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Great job by the defense there, slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They're going back to the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. This offense trying to block. Touchdown. The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Washington Huskies offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. From the gun to give, looking for room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Huskies are flying down the field. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
He's going to run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Robinson. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Got the back over the middle.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the 1st down. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking for space to the left. Catch in the middle. It's Ingram. And he's knocked down.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice.
And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. Got a lot of running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Spartans.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 20. Attempt at a return. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Okay, ready? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sparty. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Spartans want to move quickly. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Gets it out fast. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. That completion delivers a first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick completion to the right. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to Johnson. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to pass it on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Just drives it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The give on 4th down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking left. Hauls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Washington coming to the line with another first down. He's looking to throw it. He caught it.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Looking to throw on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Lets it fly. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. The give to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Powers forward. Touchdown, Michigan State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, just keeps firing. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the fourth quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming